Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground, ATL. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at...
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to settle him up.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was We have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
ATL trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Once more, ETN. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
27 yards there, a 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Oh, nice move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And some room to run now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That gain on third down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement, clout.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they work this out past the 25. First and 10, it's Patterson. Photo run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Justin Simmons firing all the way in from his safety position.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick-6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Lawrence going to throw again. Complete to Likely. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe getting in with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Jacob. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. He's still on his feet. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Second and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They go play action now. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Singletary here running out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted of the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. And they take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. And they will take a knee here. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here on first down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.